My name is Bob Haselwood. I am currently chairman of the Kansas Soybean Commission, and I farm out here southeast of Topeka, Kansas, because I'm in the process of transitioning to a younger generation. I have a nephew that's going to be taking over the operation. We farm approximately 2,000 acres of corn and soybeans and wheat. We had another wet spring, and so our crop rotation got changed a little bit because of the wet weather, and we ended up with a lot more soybean acres than we normally would have. We normally have about 1,000 acres of soybeans, and then the wheat and corn we mixed in amongst that. I've been farming here since soon after I got out of school. I think 1975 was the first year that I had a financial interest in the operation. That's a good 45 years, isn't it? So our operation consists mostly of rented acres. We do own a few acres. The area where we farm is, since we're real close to the city of Topeka, I like to call it a mixed area, smaller patches, a lot of grass mixed in with the acres that we farm. If we have a field that is more than 50 acres, that's a big field. As I said, that we are trying to transition in. I have a young man, is a nephew, or his wife is my wife's niece. So it's kind of an extended family type arrangement. My two children, either one wanted to be in the farming operation, and we decided weren't going to force them to do something that they didn't want to do. So Ryan is working with us now. He'd heard that we were going to try to just transition out and approach us about working together so he could start farming. This year, Ryan had financed all the inputs into the crop, and he leased some of my equipment to do the operation. The facilities here, the grain bins and the barns, he leases them from me. As far as the operation and the crop, the only investment I have in the crop is the land that I own. Ryan is renting it on a percentage basis from me. I get a percent of the crop. It's given him a start. He bought some pieces of equipment from me this winter, so it's a slow transition. And I feel kind of good that we know somebody that's going to take it over, and I still help him when he needs help. And actually, the arrangement we've got right now is I still own the combine, so I'm actually custom harvesting the acres for him. He'll pay me for doing that. So I had help from my father. I farmed with my father probably 35 years with him. When my father turned 62, we made an agreement and I finished buying him out. But he still was there to provide a lot of labor up until he got old enough and he wasn't able to. But then he passed away 5 years ago, so there was a few years before Ryan come on that I was doing most of it by myself. I think this has given Ryan a start. I mean, I think one of the things that a person wanting to farm is finding a set of some acres to farm. When he came to me, approached me about doing this, I just kept the acres that I had been leasing. I just kept on to them. I actually probably farmed a larger amount of acres a couple years longer than I was thinking about doing it, but I knew he was coming in, so I didn't want to let those acres go to someone else to farm, so I kept together. I just told the landlords that I had that Ryan was going to be working into the operation, and let them know that I'd still be around to help. So it's not like it was totally new. They still had some faith that I would be there to help make sure things got done. But Ryan's doing a good job. He's plenty smart.